Carrie Marie Photography. I've done weddings, I've done apparently now covers of books, families, parties, all kinds of stuff. My favorite thing is families because I really like working with kids. I use only Canon products, and I currently have a Canon Rebel T3i. The first one that I chose to do, like not getting paid for, I made my little brother be my model. I think my first thing was actually a wedding. I did my cousin's wedding. Weddings are one of my favorites, and also the ones that I hate the most because there's just so much with them and there's so many pictures afterwards, and I think that was like the hardest thing, is getting home and going through the 500 pictures that are being taken and figuring out which ones need to go and which ones we keep. They both loved them. I was like in there taking pictures like up close and personal with the dances and stuff, and they really enjoyed them. I did the pictures for the book Undead on Arrival, and we did a bunch of zombie shots. I shot them actually in the graveyard that we are currently in because, you know, he's a zombie and it's dead people. We have to have dead people for a zombie book. So I went and researched like different ways that people have photographed zombies before, and like different angles and stuff like that that make them look better and make them look creepy. We had talked about a couple of different places of doing the pictures, and we decided on the graveyard. The graveyard was just perfect. We even found a gravestone that had Glenn's name on it. So that was really cool, getting to find the same zombie's name and everything. Noah was really good. He was super quiet and just kind of, you know, whatever you told Noah to do, he was on top of it, he was doing it. He would kind of zone off a little bit, and then you would be like, Noah, go do this, and he's right on top of it. The makeup took a little bit longer, but he was really good with getting the makeup done and just doing whatever it was that we needed him to do. My friend Amy Peterson actually did the makeup. She has done the zombie makeup for my son pretty much every time he wanted to be a zombie. She's really good at it. I like the zombie movies that are more like realistic, like you actually think that, holy crap, those are real zombies, like they didn't get actors. Like I'm really big on, like I don't really like the dorky ones or the ones that are just kind of like half makeup. I don't know, I like the more realistic, make you think that what if this actually happens and those people become real things. Who's to say that it can't happen? Scientists are constantly doing all kinds of stuff, and most of the time in movies and stuff, it's a scientist did something, a person got a hold of it, and then all of a sudden they're eating other people and turning them into zombies. So I mean, I don't see it happening like my lifetime, but I don't see it being a complete and total never going to happen thing either. Pow! So we went to this open lot in Mary Esther, and it was pretty much dark, and it was a little bit more challenging, but we ended up turning on my headlights and my backlights so that we had a little bit of extra light, and it kind of worked out because it's for a zombie thing. The setting that we were doing was him sitting on a couch watching TV and also playing video games, so it kind of worked out because a lot of people watch TV at night or in the dark, or they play video games in the dark, so it was a little more challenging when I went to edit them and make sure they were all good, but it turned out looking really good even though it was kind of dark. So we just decided to do some pictures there. We had brought a couch with us, so we put blood all over the couch and had it all set up. We get like halfway through our pictures. We haven't touched really anything that is already on the lot. We just simply placed that on the lot, and then I think we had the TV we put up or whatever. But so we get about halfway through our shots, and this lady comes over screaming and yelling at us, telling us that we are not allowed to be in there and we can't be touching any of the stuff in there. And we told her that we weren't touching any of the stuff, we just had a few more pictures that we wanted to take. She ended up making us take our couch and move it to the other side of the mailbox. And so we had to move it to the other side because that side of the mailbox and the rest of it was the person's. And so we moved it to the other side of the mailbox, and she kept driving around and checking to see if we were still there, if we had moved back, if what we had done. And so we ended up finishing our pictures on the other side of the mailbox, and then once she stopped driving around, we jumped on top of the mailbox, or Noah jumped on top of the mailbox, and we got a couple of pictures so that there was pictures from Noah's mailbox. Then we go in the next day and we find out that one of the ladies that we work with, that was actually her aunt. And if we would have known that it was her stuff, she could have called her dad and we could have finished our pictures in that open lot. But they still turned out to be really good pictures, so it was totally worth it.